All right, race fans, welcome. We are live here tonight. Auto Club Speedway. That's right. Going to be a good one for the Slide Jawb Xfinity Series League. And man, I tell you what, in the middle of qualifying, and boy, I tell you, they already blowing up out there, getting excited, getting pumped up and ready to go here tonight. Just like myself here and the legendary man, Tim McBriar, up here in the booth with me. Tim, how you doing?
Good night, Joe. How are you tonight?
I've been doing awesome, man, I tell you. And we got about 2 minutes left here in qualifying. These guys are, they're going to put it together here tonight. Let's see who's sitting on pole as Matthew Chastain puts it on top right now.
Yes, he is, buddy. He got it going, ain't he? Two more minutes.
Yeah, did an outstanding job, didn't he?
Sure did. Hello, everybody in the chat.
Yeah, boy, they're having a party out there without us.
Boy, I'm telling you.
All right, Derek Newsom. What's that?
Big party.
Yeah, we got Derek Newsom right there, too, sitting in second.
I told you that car was a fast.
Looking pretty good, the 19. Andrew
Yes,
Moraz
he
going to
is.
start third. Frank DiMaggio. Do get a kick out of that one. Darren Clemens there in fifth. William Amon. Sixth. Matthew.
Chastain.
We went over this last week.
What's his name? Number
5.
Number 5 is Darren Clements.
No, it's not. Darren Clemens is 32.
Oh, I see what you're talking about now. Let's see.
Matthew Pisoto? Pisato? Pisato? I don't know.
Posada.
Posada. That's it. All right. And then we got Caden Atkinson sitting in 8th, Matthew Johnson up to 9th, and Gavin Martin there in 10th. So that's a good looking field so far.
Oh, man, it's going to be a good race, Joe. We got a big track tonight. It's 2 miles. And, well, almost 2 miles. I think it's a little under 2 miles. But I tell you what, this thing wide enough on the back stretch. You can get 4 wide back there, but you better get it back down to 2 when you get in turn 4.
Absolutely. You can also, coming on the straightaway, you can use that apron as another thing that they use a lot here as we're getting set for qualifying to be over with. And get these guys gridded up here tonight. Like you said, Auto Club Speedway for the Slide Jawb Xfinity Series race here tonight. As here we go. Qualifying is over. Let's go ahead and grid these boys up because we just said Matthew Chastain sits it on pole tonight. Derek Newsom there in second. Starting third, Andrew Moraz. Frank DiMaggio starting fourth. Fifth place starter, Darren Clemens. William Amon right there starting in sixth. 7th place, Matthew. 8th place starter, Caden Atkinson. At 9th place man, Matthew Johnson. And 10th place, Gavin Martin. As we look through the rest of the field, we got a good all-star field here at the Slide Jawb Xfinity Series tonight.
We do, Joe. It's going to be a great race, too.
Absolutely. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Get set, geared up, man. Fasten your seatbelts. Got a seatbelt in your recliner? Shoot me a picture of that. Really like to see it. Maybe a reason why, too.
Keep from falling out of it.
You got that kind of problems falling out of your recliner, man. I'm gonna tell you what. I need to know why you got that kind of problems falling out of your recliner, because I sit in a recliner and I ain't never fell out of it. Whew. Atkins. Okay, Atkins.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm saying Atkins. He's saying Atkins. So it's Kings, not Atkins. Atkins.
Well, I didn't
Like,
want to
wait a
say
minute,
there,
like
but I can.
Like Adkins. That's what I'm saying. Adkins. Pashada. That's it. It's Pashada. Yeah, Pashada. I think that's it. Matthew Pashada.
Yeah.
Pashado. Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys helping me out on the language out there. Tim up here, y'all need to help him out. He thinks he knows everything as it is. Me, I like to try to get it right. I appreciate y'all out there putting it in the redneck ephonics for me, so that way I'll definitely know. At Kings and the shot. That sounds like a shot of drink or something. You ever go to the bar? Hey, I want one of them pachadas. That's what it sounds like. I mean, I ain't trying to make fun of it or anything. It's just what it sounds like. Doesn't sound like to you?
We're about ready to race here.
Gonna be a good one. We're getting set, man, to go green flag racing. 125 on the board here at Auto Club. It is going to be an exceptional night. As these guys here, as I always love saying this, slide Jawb Xfinity Series. I wait all week to say that, to get here. But I tell you, we know a lot of the drivers here, don't we, Tim, from the extreme side of things.
That's right. Bunch of them in here.
Sir, no doubt. Lights off on the pace car. He's heading out of turn 4 here, folks. Buckle it up. We're getting set to go green flag racing, Auto Club style, as the pace car slowly but surely bringing these cars out. We're going to bring them to life here tonight. Woo, good set of group, man, of cars there's. Here we go. Pace cars in. Let's go green flag racing here tonight at Auto Club as it flies, as they are already fanning out in the back.
Look how wide they are.
They can do that for a while here, and that's what you'll probably see at this track. These guys, man, will get all kind of wide. This is I got a car on the wall.
Oh. Blew out a tire.
He did something, because, boy, he shot straight left.
Right.
Yeah, right. My bad. Let's go back on the green flag. Look like Derek Newsom, excuse me.
I'm going to look at that.
Yeah, let's go back here on the replay here. Watch what happened. They came out on the start here. And I don't know if he just lost grip, maybe got a little help from behind. But let's watch here on this replay here. They head off into turn 1. Oh, he got a little contact there, side by side. Next thing you know, he's up into the wall. I don't think anybody else was involved. Everybody got through clean. Wow, hate to see that on Derek's part.
Yeah, I do too, because he was fast in there.
Yeah, it was Darren Clements who actually, they got together there. You can see the right side damage there on the 32 machine of Darren. Darren. And just hate to see that on his end, man. Already damage on the front side, but just like that, doesn't take much.
Doesn't take but just one little mistake, just like Darren did.
Yep. Well, Thomas, that wasn't nice, I don't guess. It's never nice to get hit, I reckon, or go out there and start, punching each other with your cars. You don't want to do that, especially when you don't even get a lap in, but things happen on the track, it's racing, and, sometimes, I've done it. Many of different other people have done it. You get out there and you think you've got more room than what it is from the side, and next thing you know, you bump the car beside of you, and you got to look. The tires are cold, Tim, on the start of these things. Even though they're new tires, they might have grip, but they're very, very cold. So they don't have a lot of grip. So I don't know if that really just made a lot of sense, but, in a nutshell, if you understand how tire wear works, then yeah. But so on that start, he probably didn't have the most grip, and it didn't take much of a touch, and guess what? He went sending up into the wall.
Yeah, you got to let them tires warm up before you got a lot of grip there on the first of the race. You got to let them tires heat up several laps.
Oh, absolutely. Well, under caution real quick. Yeah, just a little bit, fender loving right there at the beginning. That's what we'll call it.
I don't think he was aggressive. I believe they just got too close together.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think it was basically just, Because it wasn't much of a touch down there. Look, just barely enough. And that's what I'm saying is, if they would have probably been going, you know, a couple laps, if it'd been maybe 2-3 laps into the run, that style touch right there, I think both of those cars would have been okay. It's just since they just started, tires are cold, you know, again, I know it kind of sounds crazy, not the best of grips until they get up to a little bit of a temperature. But so it didn't take much going to the turn. He was gone.
That's right. Straight into the wall, I mean.
Yeah, it looked like he blew a tire, though, man. It kind of just went.
It did.
Right,
it looked like he blew a tire.
Yeah. Turn right. So maybe he thought he was on a road course and had to make a right turn. All right, that puts Matthew Chastain still out front in this one. Andrew Mraz right there in second. William Amon right there in third. Matthew Rashada sitting in fourth. Frank DiMaggio fifth. Got Matthew Johnson sixth. Caden Atkins. Not Atkins, excuse me. Atkins. And I'm sorry, Caden, I'll eventually get it right. For some reason, I'm wanting to put that Atkins for some reason there, but it's Atkins. Galvin Martin, 8th. Keith Cohan, 9th. And Kevin McIntyre rounds the top 10. And again, folks, I say this week to week. I am no scholar when it comes to names. If y'all want to yell at me, or Joe, you can't pronounce this, you can't pronounce that, and you suck at English, you're right. I'll agree with you. You'll get no argument out of me. I know 2 Englishes. Bad and worse. But I have fun, and I try to get it right for y'all out there, because I know the drivers are very important, and that's what it's about. We have fun. I still can laugh, and you know, ultimately, if you can't laugh at yourself, then, well, you got problems. I look in the mirror all the time and laugh. Because I want to cry.
I'll plead the fifth on that one.
I want to cry. Oh, man. You know what, and I have problems with, you know, names a lot. A lot of times I get up here and I say stuff too fast, and what I see and what comes out of my mouth and my brain trying to, you know, calculate up just doesn't get there in time. So, you know, and like Caden's, you know, for some reason I'm wanting to say Atkins, but it's Atking. It just comes out really quick like that. That's all. But hey, I bring it up because I care. The day that I don't start bringing it up and I start going, you know what? I don't care, then maybe then it might be a problem then. But I do care.
There's a lot of people you can't pronounce their name. I mean, you know.
All right, we're getting set to go by green flag racing. That is one thing I know we're going to do here is the pace lights are off. Pace cars coming out of turn 4. Let's see if we can't do this thing up right here. Pace cars in. Green flag is about to fly here at Auto Club. We're back at it again for the Slide Jawb Racing League.
Yeah, Matthew Chastain.
Got a good jump this time, and again, Andrew Mraz almost dropped down in front of William right there. Could have had a little bit of a collision. Looks like a lot of guys are trying to get down low really there early, and they're finding that it's not open, but everybody gets through turn 1 good there.
Now they got it going.
Yeah. One thing I noticed about this track, I don't know if you see this, not Tim, but look how bumpy some of those bumps are.
Oh, it's a rough track.
I see that. You see, actually, so a lot of these carsmen are just jumping around right there. As old Williams having his hands full. He's up high just a little bit, kind of out of the groove, but you can see going down the front stretch, they got enough room to fan out here. This track pretty much reminds me of Michigan here. They're kind of about the same.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
right now,
you ain't got the little tri-oval.
yeah, you do. Yeah, try over here.
I'm talking about Michigan.
Yeah, you do. Trioval's not. It's not
It
straight.
ain't. It's
It's not straight,
bigger.
man. In Michigan,
I know that.
these tracks are almost mimicked side by side of what each other are.
This one here has not got a tri-oval. It's got a round side.
Okay. Matthews out front in it. Andrew Mraz right here in second. Matthew Pashada sitting in third. Watching a battle back here in about the 9th place spot. Kevin McIntyre doing an outstanding job, but behind him, got that Jess Baker.
Yeah. Jess Baker and Caden Atkins.
Yeah. Looking good back here.
Yeah.
Everybody's racing close so far.
Doing a good job. You got Kevin McIntyre up there in front of them, too.
Mm-hmm. So far, so good. Let's see. Everybody's kind of nose to tail right now. You got a couple guys, man, battling right there with Kevin, and actually they're going to side by side the 79 of Jess. He was up underneath the 22, but looks like the 22 machine there, Kevin's going to take the high line on him.
Kevin McIntyre running. Yeah, he's running right there behind the 48.
It's Gavin. Everybody's kind of going to go single file right here. You know, right now, this is another thing about the track. Tires will be very important here as the run goes on. And you'll see these guys, that's why they're going to try to get what they could get early on because, you know, you see them right now side by side on a lot of the part of the track. But again, I take this track, it runs almost like a Michigan. What you'll see these guys run in the turns after a while is in turn 1 and 2, there's almost like what you call, it's one groove up from the bottom. Right now, they're going down to the bottom, but eventually, as the run goes on, they're going to come up off of that turn. And that's actually where you want to run because, like, you know, out of Michigan, you go too low, you get loose. You go too high, you're going to push. Here, about the same thing. You come out of turn 4, you want to kind of maybe arc it in. But watch here right now as we ride with Jade Bell, where he's got his tires. He goes a little low right there, but as he keeps going, Tim, he's eventually going to come up the track.
He'll push up the track before it's over with when he's doing that.
Well, you know, his tires will eventually start to fade, and he just won't be able to go as low as a lot of these guys will. Down there and there again, I could be proved wrong, but you do see how they come out of turn 4. That's typical of, well, that's typical again of Michigan style in this track. They're so characteristic, just like you come out of 4, you kind of wash way up against the wall because you kind of just letting that thing drift as much as you can.
Got to get out, back it up, back that corner up.
And a little bit right there, and actually saw William right there who did it pretty good. But Caden, he's actually falling off the pace. He's way back to 12th.
He fell back a little bit.
Darren Clements, who got caught up in the incident early on, he's back up to 11th. He just got a little bit of nose damage. Now, this is an aero-style track. It's a 2-mile track. They are pulling a lot of speed. Kind of give you an idea, maybe. Let's see who let's ride along here. Right along with the leader, just to see what kind of speed he does. He's heading off into turn 1 right now. Actually, he's down the back stretch. Excuse me. He's heading off into turn 3. Let's see what he gets down the back stretch here. About 183. Now, obviously, there's no cup cars, and you know they run like 206 mile an hour down the front stretch, man, at Michigan in the cup car. This is no cup car, but let's see if he actually cracks the 190s here down the front stretch. Because that's the longest stretch here on this track is the front stretch out of 4 all the way down. Doesn't look like it. He got to 188, it looked like.
Well, under caution.
Caution. Did you see what happened?
No, I didn't see it. I was looking on my thing here. I didn't see him move neither.
Go back here and see if we can't find it. On here, folks, just looking to see if we could see what happened.
Ain't nobody moving in there, Joe.
Maybe somebody lost a lug nut.
Oh, Lord. Well, we got somebody that don't like me in the chat.
You'll be alright.
They're telling me shut up.
Hey.
That is rude.
You don't have to repeat it on the broadcast, Ian. That's a no-no. All right, pit stops here. Matthews out front here. Actually gets off pit road pretty good. All right, Andrew Mraz comes out behind him. Jade Bell right there in third. All right. Well, either way, no matter who it's to, him knows better. Okay. Frank DiMaggio. I like that guy's last name. I think we always talk about it. He reminds us of the baseball player. What do you think?
Yeah, he was a great. Joe DiMaggio.
No. Yeah, that was good. That was cool. Yeah, it's just kind of cool, man, to see some names like that. You know what?
Oh, yeah.
All right, good deal. Well, we're in the caution here, second time here tonight, man. Not sure what the second one's on. We'll just say somebody lost a lug nut on the wheel and it flew across the track.
Well, I never seen the screen move at all.
Yeah, well, like I said, we'll just chalk it up as a lug nut. Gavin Martin sitting in fifth. Darren Clements there in sixth. Caden Atkinson up to seventh. Atkins, excuse me, I said it again. Sorry. William Amon, eighth. Got Zach, what was that, Probst in ninth. Jess Baker, 10th.
Oh.
What happened to the five? You know what? He might have been the cause of the caution. It just,
I don't see him nowhere.
he's back in 18th. So
Matthews.
he was up front.
Thank you, Thomas.
He, It might have been him, Matthew, Shada.
Could have been. He was up front.
Well, actually, yeah, you might be right, Rob. I'm looking at his pit stop time now that you brought that up. His pit time, he had a 19-second pit stop, so evidently he got a speeding penalty somehow because his whole pit time was a minute.
Wow.
Somewhere in there he lost a lot of time. A lot.
He killed himself on pit road, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Thomas. Thank you, sir. Boy, that sounds good, don't it, Joe?
Yes, it does. We're going back green flag racing here. Auto Club, green flags back out. We're back racing here.
Matthew Chastain got a good jump that time.
Yes, he did. Out front in this one. Matthew's out front, like you said. Andrew Mraz, he's got his hands full with Jade Bell right there with the 42 of Frank on the outside of him.
Yeah, Frank DiMaggio's been up front all night.
Everybody behind them looking pretty good. Calvin and company. Calvin's got that 2 machine. And Darren Clements, boy, look at that, fighting back.
Him and Caden Atkins.
Yes, it is. You know, Darren, he got a little bit caught up in that first caution here, but here comes Zach on the inside with the 24.
Yeah, William right there too beside Caden.
Yep, Williams looking on the inside. He's going to dive it down coming out of turn 2 down the back stretch. 24 throws just a little block right there on the Zach going down the back stretch. They're going to take a 3 wide for the moment.
Wow. Hornet nest.
Thought about it.
Oh, yeah. Hey, some racing going on back here, Joe.
There is. Really, really good. You got Jess Baker in the mix there, too, along with Kevin. A lot of cars right there for right now. Kind of nose to tail and side by side.
They're all over the place back here. That number 2, Caden Atkins, is outside. He got the 79 right behind him, the 18 up under him.
Here comes the 22 of Kevin up underneath. They're heading down the back stretch. They're going to go door to door. And in front of them, like you said, William, he's got that 18. He's trying to hang on to it.
It's a pretty car he got there.
Yeah, a little interstate throwback there. Bobby Labonte days.
Yeah.
22 machine there. That's actually Kevin. He falls back up front, though. Andrew Mraz has run down the leader. See if we can't catch him.
Oh, he's on him, ain't he? Oh.
Right now he is.
Shut the door, didn't he?
He did. But that puts them back out front. So we'll back here and see what these guys are back at again. And 18 slaps the wall out of 2. That stacks the field up. There. Look at this. Split him down the middle.
Wow. What is that on the bottom there?
That's the 45 machine there. That's actually Matthew Johnson.
Okay, 22's up under him. They were 3 wide right there.
They were. Boy, what happened was the 18 of William got a little tight coming out of the turn, bumped the wall. Next thing you knew, they kind of split him coming down the back stretch.
They 3 wide again.
Yeah, everybody's right there in the mix, just turning up the wick. Oh, close racing between Kevin. You got Jeffrey Cox right there. So it's a good racing going on back there in the back.
Jeffrey Cox is in a hornet nest out there. He's like, God, I got to get out of here.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. Looking good as they come out of the turn there. Jeffrey's got that 88 machine turning up the wick, but behind him, you got the 6 right there, Kevin Cohan. As all these guys, man, still trying just to duke it out for positions. Everybody right now, I mean, you got some battling all over the track.
Uh-oh, got a wreck. Back 2 cars just left the track. Cautioned out.
5 machine. Matthew Pasoda. Let's see what happened with him, man. He's back here in the back in this mess. Oh, looks like right there, that looks like the 28. I believe that was the 28 machine. We'll get another look. 5's right there. We'll find out if that was the 28 or who.
I don't see no 28.
Might have been a different number. That's what I'm trying to get a little close up on here. Number 20, my bad. Looks like the 20. Yep, Brian Clark. He was right there 3 wide, Brian was. And then the next thing you know, just like he just went down and they just got together and went through the grass.
Oh, yeah, I see Bryson there now. Bryson Clark.
Matthew did a good job keeping that thing off the grass. Or off the wall.
Did. We'll see.
No doubt.
I'm sure they will, though.
What's that?
Come in.
They've been out there for 9 laps.
They just now getting warmed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
There
Might
they
as
come.
well bring it on in. Get your 4 tires and fuel.
There they come. All of them on the lead lap.
Yep.
God almighty. Matthew came down low out of there, didn't he?
A little bit.
Said Matthew was real low coming out of the pit. Boy, didn't pit, did he? Imagine he did, Joe. There he comes. He had 1 lap on his tires. Huh. We got 99 laps to go, Joe. Lights is off on the pace car. We're getting ready to go back racing. We got Matthew Chastain and Matthew Johnson up down under him or up above him. Matthew and Matthew. Frank DiMaggio in third. Zach Provost in fourth. Andrew Mraz fifth. Let's see, Matthew's going to take the high side. Pace car's in. We're going back green. Boy, he got a good, uh-oh. Wait a minute. He got a good start, Matthew did. Andrew Mraz trying to make it 3 wide right there in the first turn. He's washing up the track. Boy, he better get in line there. He's going to be left. Kevin McIntyre back here in 10th and Jeff Cox. They back there where all that good stuff's at. Wow. Boy, that track right there is wide enough to get 4 wide on the back stretch, but you got to pull it down to 2 or 3 when you get into turn 4. If you don't, you'll be hitting the wall. Andrew Mraz is in 4th place now. Frank DiMaggio in 3rd. Matthew has still got a little bit of a lead. Boy, they're all scattered out now. 12 car Matthew Chastain, he's still running that just off the bottom there, about a half car length off the bottom there in the turns. Till already got 7 laps on them tires. They just now getting warmed up. Well, he got them stacked up behind him. Matthew Johnson, Frank DiMaggio, Andrew Mraz, Zach Provost in 5th. Joe must have some technical difficulties. Whoa, we just had a... Well, he's caught Matthew Chastain. Frank DiMaggio ain't far behind him neither. I don't know there, Thomas. One car look good out there. He's working on something, y'all. Hang on. Damn. I know that Matthew Johnson has caught Matthew Chastain. They pulling away from Frank DiMaggio a little bit. Andrew Mraz is pulling in. Andrew Mraz is in 4th place. Yeah, there he is. He's coming in there, and he got Zach Provost behind him. Jay Bell. Well, there's 6 cars right there up there at front, and Matthew Chastain still leading the race. Matthew Johnson and Frank DiMaggio. There goes Andrew Mraz. Andrew's pulling off from Zach and Jade. This track right here is dangerous on turn 4. If you don't back that turn up, you're gonna hit the wall, man. It don't look like it, but you have to back it up a little bit. I've hit that wall a bunch of times. Got William Ahern, oh man, behind Zach. Kevin McIntyre coming up back there. 22. Underneath one another. They got it straightened out.
Alright, sorry about that, folks. I think I got it straight now. Yes, running a few little technical difficulties. Appreciate Tim, man, holding the fort down right there, man.
Couldn't hold it down too far back.
No, I hear you. Well, I appreciate it, man. We just making sure, man, everything's good. I don't know what was going on there. I don't know if it was between overlay and all that, but either way, we're back underway here, and that's a good one so far. Like you said, we still got a long way to go in this one, man. Like you said, Matthew Chastain still out front leading.
Yeah, Frank DiMaggio done took 2nd place now, Joe.
No doubt.
Matthew Johnson's behind him in 3rd.
Yeah.
Andrew Mraz is coming up too.
Oh, okay, cool. Look through the field here, see what we got going on. Like I say again, appreciate y'all, hanging in with us. I was going through that. I don't know what, just a few technical difficulties. Hey, everybody has them. Working with that. Zach, right there, like you said, he's sitting in 2nd. It's like Matthew Pashada's trying to move back up to the field. He's back in 11th.
Yeah, him and Gavin Martin and Andrew Mars is duking it out there.
Hey, Tim's doing good, man. We went from the OSR Network video to radio show with Tim.
But I tell you what, they duking it out back here.
That's a good race they got going on back there. You get the 5 machine there, and you got Bryson Clark, Andrew Mraz in the mix.
Andrew Mars.
Anything good happening? A lot of good racing happening on the track.
Yeah, they are. 80 Jeffrey Cox is coming in there amongst them too.
He is. Jeffrey Cox, like you said, looked pretty good right there. Darren Clemens, he's trying to move back up the field. He's in 15th spot. Got to hold, man, and watch this battle here for a little bit.
Darren Clemens is up above Jeffrey Cox.
Absolutely.
81 Andrew Mars is up above them.
Yeah, been very good so far. Well, we still got some good cars out here running. We got about 19 of them still out here. A couple of them out of the race. Jess Baker, Greg Freeman, William Martin, all out of the race here tonight so far. Derek Newsom, he's 1 lap down, but he's still out there running.
He ain't giving it up, Joe. He's, let's see. He's doing a pretty good job.
No doubt, no doubt. And yeah, folks, up there, if you notice, I changed tickers, so I had to change overlays for a second just to see. The other one was kind of giving me just a little bit of fit.
Just a little bit.
A bit. Yeah, just a little bit.
I tried to keep all the cars in there where they could see them.
Yeah, well, you was doing the OSR Network radio show.
What they say about this old ugly mug.
Nothing wrong with that. Well, I'll tell you what, Matthew Chastain still leading it, but he does have a hungry Frank DiMaggio running him down up front, right behind him. Now, this is unlike some of the tracks we've seen in the past. You see right there, he opened the door up. Frank goes to the lead. Right there, Matthew came out of turn 4, pushed up the track, got tight, had to get out of it. This track is all about momentum also coming off the turns there, Tim.
It sure is, Joe. We seen it right there just then. Matthew got too far up.
Just a car just pushed up there, drifted. He had to get out of it or he went right into the wall and don't want to do that and mess up the rest of his race. But that's just typical style track here at Auto Club. Almost going to bring the man in there, Matthew Johnson, up to about 3rd. Make him bring him into the mix.
Yes, it is. You got Zach and Jade Bell there, too.
As you see back here, look at this. Andrew Mraz goes to 3rd because the same thing just happened to Matthew Johnson. Car pushed up the track, had to get out of it. And you know and I know, Tim, coming into turn 4, coming out of it, those cars will drift way up the track and get very tight.
That's what I was telling them a while ago, Joe. In turn 4, for some reason, that thing will eat you up into the wall. It don't look like it would, but it does.
It's just a typical the way that this place is done, as this place runs.
You got to lay out of it. You got to back that turn up a little bit, like right there.
I mean, you can back it up, but it's also just a product of how this place is. And it's like Michigan. I mean, it really is kind of you kind of go into it a little bit low, but you kind of ultimately end up drifting way up the track.
Yeah, like the wall.
You did that too. I'll tell you what, Matthew Pashada back here still battling with Bryson Clark. They're in the duking out battle.
There's about 4 or 5 of them right there.
Yeah, good solid running going on back here between these guys.
Devin Martin right there amongst them too.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, you just see them. They go into turn 3 and then coming out of turn 4, it wants to push up the track. You go up the track for so much with kind of like just kind of momentum and then you bring it back down. 99, Broswell. 99. Where's 99 at, Tim?
Oh,
I don't think we got a 99 out here.
I don't think so.
No. Wrong number. Give us another one. We'll look him up.
I don't see Braswell nowhere neither.
Yeah, me either. You got Jade Bell right here working over the 24 of Zach, and you also got behind him the 22 of Kevin. He's right there. There's a single car battle. 3 of them.
Kevin McIntyre, him and William and Caden's right there together.
Williams a little bit further off from him. But now William just got passed by Caden. You was talking about that. They're battling.
Yeah, Jade Bell's right there behind Zach and Kevin McIntyre.
Right.
22.
Yep. They're battling. And then behind them, you've got Caden and Bryson battling. So we got battling going all over the track, Tim.
There's 5 or 6 of them right there.
Good run so far, ain't it?
Yeah, Matthew's up to 12th now. Andrew Mars is right behind him. Darren Clement. They kind of scattered out back here on the back.
A little bit.
32 of Darren Clement. He ain't had a night like he wanted tonight.
Well, you know, he got caught up in that, well, we'll say lap 1 incident right there. He got back up front. I mean, he's been way back in the back. He's still sitting in 12th right there. But he's got that nose damage. And, you know, as big a track as this is, it still is aero dependent.
Yes, it carries the car in front of you.
Absolutely. So right now he's running in the, he's in 11th place right now, hanging on to it. As in front of him, like we was talking about, you got Bryson, William, Matthew, all right there in a group. Kind of just nose to tail right now.
Yeah, they're there. Jeffrey Cox is amongst them too. We got Noah coming up back there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm looking at Noah right here. He's well, he's a good ways out.
Yeah, I mean, if they get up there and battle a little bit, he'll be able to run down that front side. He's a good little bit back right now, but it wouldn't take you much to get up there to him.
He just picked up one right there.
Yeah, we're 26 laps, I believe, into this run. Maybe a little longer. I think we might start seeing some green flag stops soon.
Yeah, I think it's 30, 31.
That sound about right.
That's when they come in a while ago.
I don't know. Watch this though. The 5 Matthew, he's up underneath Darren right there to take that spot away. Still, those 4 cars are all right there in a line with each other. It could be anybody's position here as you see them battling, and you just saw Caden get a little wiggly.
Yeah, we did. I think I seen Darren come into the pit.
Some aggressive moves right here late on in the run as you see the 5 machine look to the high line. He puts that number 18 machine down low there. William, he thought more of it. Went back in line behind him.
He better with that wasp nest he got.
Yep. He thought about looking 3 wide. They're down the back. There's a little block there by the 18s. He's going to protect that inside lane. I think that 5 right now might be a touch faster than the 2 in front, but he's got to get around them right here.
It's hard to get around him on this track here, Joe.
Got to pass him, got to set him up. Right now, he's got a good run going down the stretch here. Oh, the 18 thought about closing the door, but couldn't get it closed in time.
Oh, he'd have had a wreck if he'd have done that.
Yeah, he thought about getting as far down as he possibly could, just could not get it done. But let's see what the momentum carries him going into turn 1 and 2. And they come out of 2 down the back stretch this time with the 5 there, Matthew. On the inside, you've got the number 18 of William on the high side as he makes the pass, and Matthew does.
Yeah. 2 right there, Caden Atkins. Right there with William.
That's a good solid run right here. Darren Clemens to the outside. I think he actually, man, has new tires. That's why. He does.
Oh, yeah, he does, yeah. He ain't got 1 lap on him.
Yeah, I saw him blow by those cars. And it just shows you the difference between new tires, old tires. That 5, though, Matthew, he's got a pretty good hot rod here late. He's going around Jade Bell.
Yes, he is. Some
Jade's
good racing.
Yeah, Jade's kind of tore up just a little bit.
That front end is, ain't it?
Yeah, he got caught up in a little incident earlier on here, but Matthews on his way. Frank DiMaggio, the man out front, leading this one right now. He's got a 9/10 lead over Matthew. Well, I'll tell you, that's a pretty good lead now. About 14 machines, maybe a little less, have yet to make a pit stop as we're on the green flag pit stops here, Tim.
Yeah, we got 3 on pit road right now, as I can see there, Joe. They're coming in for some fresh tires and fuel. 14. It looks like a 24 there. Not 22.
A lot of
Sorry, ain't 24, yeah. 24 missed his spot. He had to back up.
Ooh, hate that on his end. See who else is coming in. Williams coming in this time. The 5 of Matthews coming in this time. It's going to bring Caden in with him. Those 3 machines working their way on pit road as everybody woes it down. Bring it down from a long speed. You have to be very careful though. You don't want to slide those tires coming in there.
No. I say Jake Bell he beat all them out there, Joe.
Good deal.
Them other guys will be coming in there in a minute.
Well, we've got about 8 machines have yet to pit. Frank DiMaggio still leading it. Kevin Chastain right there. Matthew Chastain, excuse me, in second. Kevin McIntyre there in third. Jeffrey Cox to 4th. Andrew Mraz still sitting in 5th. Noah up to 6th. As our leaders on, well, actually Kevin's on pit road.
Yeah, I seen Kevin.
I thought it was a leader. I was watching along with him. So it's going to put about 7 machines yet to come in pit road right now.
Andrew hit the wall a little bit. What he got him helped back? 31.
No, he ain't been in pits.
Oh, okay.
No, he hadn't pitted yet. Yeah, him or Jeffrey Cox, Noah, Mike Berry, Keith Cohan have all yet to pit. You've got Michael and Frank up there have yet to pit too. Oh, he hit the wall that time.
I jinxed him, didn't I?
Yeah. Oh, he did. He kind of pushed up the track. Bumped it just a little bit.
Take much.
Well, he's out there on 33 lap old tires, and those tires probably right now are just yelling at him.
That's Andrew Mars.
Yeah, Andrew Mars, my bad.
That's the 81 of Andrew Mars.
Yep, he's up to 4th.
Mm-hmm.
And he just bumped the wall. But Jeffrey Cox is on the way down on pit road. Our leader's on pit road. Well, that's going to conclude about everybody coming through here for green flag pit stop.
But Andrew Mars be the only one that ain't come in, him and Noah.
Yep. I got a feeling they're probably going to come in here in the next lap or so.
If they don't, they're going to be in trouble.
Be hurting a little bit.
Got that right.
Going to cycle through here. Andrew Mraz is going to be the leader. And Matthew Johnson's going to be in second. And they came out, they actually short pitted, so that's probably most of the reason why they've come up. I got a feeling it won't take long for Frank DiMaggio and company and them to run them back down, because you're talking about 8 and 9 lap difference in the tires.
And new tires, they get around that. Boy, we just had to pitch 4 into the wall.
A lot of guys getting up there flirting with disaster on that wall.
Yeah, they are. Hey, it's hitting them too.
Just a tough track. You get up there in this place, it'll push up on you real easy.
Get above middle ways there, you're going to go toward that wall.
Andrew Mraz out front. He's going to cycle through once the top 2 guys, as long as the caution don't come out here, the top 2 guys leading it. You got Andrew Mars, the man out front, Noah there in second. They have yet to make their pit stops. You got a feeling they should be coming in here pretty soon. That's going to cycle, like I say, to Andrew Mraz. As we're here live tonight here at Auto Club Speedway for the Slide Jawb Xfinity Series. It's been an outstanding race so far. Only a couple cautions early, and Got a pretty good long green flag run here, Tim.
Still got 36 laps there. Actually, it's five of them got 36 laps on their tire, Joe.
That would be, yeah. One of them's coming on pit road now, but, oh, excuse me, I thought he was. Mike Berry and Keith Cohan. And you've got Noah and Andrew Mars all have yet to make a pace. I don't know what their strategy would be. Maybe it's, maybe they're looking, well, can't take it. Well, they can't take it one more stop, no?
No.
Oh. Well, you tell me what the strategy is.
I have no idea. They may be working for the end of the race. When to come in, you know?
Well, if they pit here, let's say they pit here the next couple laps, there's still going to be about 62, 61 laps to go here. And, oh, there, Andrew Mraz, though, now that's not what he wants to do on newer tires. He just shoved it up into the wall there and crunched the side a little bit, just a little fender rub. But if they go, let's say, like I said, a couple laps and they stay out and they go another 40 laps, I don't know.
They on 38 laps now, Andrew Mars is.
Is there stage points? You know, I didn't know that. I appreciate that, William. I had no clue that there were stage points involved here. Well, maybe I should have got the memo on that one. I must have deleted that email.
We're at 64 right now.
And from what William's saying, William, he's one of the race control guys, is that there's stage points at 64, so that would make sense that Andrew Mars is staying out for those stage points. Valuable stage points there to help. As, yep, he's coming into pits now. I guess it's going to count as he's going to lead if he leads it across the line, or does he have to lead the whole lap? Because, well, here's the thing. I don't think he led that lap. He didn't lead it to lap 64. Actually, Noah would have led to lap 64. So you're telling me Andrew Mars led all those laps and was a quarter of a lap away from leading it to halfway for stage points and went in the pits and gave it up?
He's getting low on fuel there, Joe.
Oh, if he's getting low, then the man behind him should be getting low.
Well, you got Noah out there on 39 lap tires.
That's right. He was out there the same, so the fuel thing don't make no sense. Why not stay out? And I see what Noah did. Noah stayed out to get that bonus point.
That's right.
But Andrew came in the pits a lap early and gave up the bonus point.
That's unreal, ain't it?
Hey, man,
many laps.
Strategy, I reckon. Boy, that put Andrew Mraz back out front. He's 1.9 seconds ahead of Frank DiMaggio. There is a difference between tires here because obviously Andrew came in a little bit earlier than Frank did. He's got 15 laps on his tires. Frank has 7. Matthew Chastain ran third. So yeah.
They catch him.
William, what was you think? I'm with you, William. I had no clue, man, what in the world he was thinking back there. But hey, either way, he had a plan. So Andrew Mraz, yeah, you're right. I'm looking at the lap times here, and between the lap times, Andrew Mraz ran a 43.131 to a 42.305 to Frank, so he is definitely catching him about 2 to 2.5, almost 0.3 a lap.
Give him a couple laps, he'll be right there on his black lid.
Yeah, he's already brought it from 1.4 seconds down to 9.5 tenths, 7.5 tenths. Man, he is knocking off time. I mean, left and right.
Oh, he's on him right now. He's going under him.
No, he ain't going under him yet, but he's right
He
there.
will.
4.5 tenths. He's right there at him. I mean, he is just running him down, and there's just nothing Andrew Moraz is going to be able to do. It's pretty much as soon as he gets there, Frank's going to dive on the inside. I mean, you're talking about almost 10 lap difference in the tires, too, and plus that damage on Andrew's side of his car.
Yeah, where he hit the wall. He did scrape the wall.
Yep,
oh, boy, Frank DiMaggio was up high. He's going to take him on the highway.
Yeah, see, he just went to the high lane right there, Frank did. He's going to take the high side. And he's going to have to wait to take his momentum to come out of the turn, but it'll be just all for naught as he leads this lap. Frank goes back to the point here. As you're going to see, probably Matthew Chastain's going to probably do the same thing, but now he's a little bit further back. But still, time-wise, now he actually is, well, he was at that lap. He was a little bit faster because Frank had to make the pass, but yeah, he's definitely faster than Andrew by at least 7 tenths.
That's right.
And that's just a big call between the difference in tires. But look who's in fourth. A guy's been fighting all night long. This man right here, Darren Clemens.
Darren Clemens. Yep, he's fighting it. I still believe that I would have went that other lap.
Hey, don't know what he was thinking. Oh, well, it's on him, man. So, either way, it has been a good race so far, folks. Exceptional running here. These guys, man, have done kind of all night long. Kind of spread out because of the green flag pit stops, though.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Tim, it's about time. Break out the high and wide. What do you think? Fasten it up. Blimpy Cam. That's what we call it.
Bang it on out, boo.
Yeah, Blimpy Cam gives you a good perspective of the facility and just how far apart these guys are on the track. And I hope everybody loves Blimpy. Tim, you like Blimpy?
Yep.
Love Blimpy. I tell you, it's a good one here. It's a good shot to show you just how, like I say, I always say, about how far apart the gentlemen are on the track. Gives you a good shot of everything around. And in the Blimpy challenge, I throw out there to everybody. Look, folks, I get it. If you don't like Blimpy, that's great. But I'm going to advise you, I'm going to give you the OSR Network Surgeon General Blimpy warning. Don't go up to your wife or lover, significant other, or anything like that and say, hello, Blimpy. It's nice to see you. Because the next part of that song, it's been a long time. Well, it would be a long time before you wake up afterwards, because I guarantee you the next thing you're going to see is stars. Now, that's the Blimpy Challenge, folks, and I hope you enjoy it. OSR Network's own online simracingnetwork.com, your home for fun and exciting sim racing. As we're going to take this thing back here down low. There's a man right there, Frank DiMaggio, who is leading this one by 2 seconds out front.
Yeah, he'll wake up in next week and he said, what happened to last week?
Couldn't tell you.
He couldn't either.
No doubt. Andrew Moraz there in second. Matthew Chastain sitting in third. Darren Clemens up to fourth. Matthew Johnson in the fifth. Kevin McIntyre sixth. Matthew Pashada up to seventh. William Amon, he's up there to eighth. Caden Atkins, he's up to 10th. Oh, excuse me, 9th. And Bryson Clark up to 10th.
Bill Bryson's been hanging in there pretty good in the top 10 this evening.
So far, so good. Pass for second place. Knew it wouldn't take that long. Matthew Chastain ran down Andrew Moraz. Put that thing in second right now. Andrew has got his hands full. That car's just not performing the way he wants it to.
But he just hit the wall too, Joe. Back it up and look at it.
Yeah, he hit the wall earlier.
Yeah, just hit it.
Well, he hit it earlier too.
He tore that car up.
Got some. He hit it earlier, and that's how he got damage on it.
He's way off the pace now.
Yeah, just off the pace, man. Tires are way down low, and who knows?
And the fenders are thinner too.
Oh, well, you know, William, just to say, you know, I'm a Ford man through and through, but I mean, I guess every once in a while they gotta let junk look good, and that would be the Chevys.
Ha ha ha.
Well, he said it. He said Chevy ain't supposed to be that fast. Well, normally they're not. But, I mean, look at half the field. Most of them are out there. That's what they are. So Matthew Johnson's hanging on to 5th. You got Kevin McIntyre up to 6th. Matthew Pashada right there in the 7th. No William. Got 51 to go here.
Yep. Coming down, ain't it?
Yeah. Everybody kind of being a little patient right now, which everybody's kind of spread out here just a little bit. Reason being is because green flag runs. We've been on a pretty solid, long green flag run. We've had a few, early on cautions, and what you are seeing through the field here, folks, you're seeing a lot of cars with right side damage. Well, that's a product of this track. Is usually turn 4 will jump up there and bite you a lot because the car has a tendency. You let it drift up high going into, when you go into turn, you go in low, but you kind of let the car kind of drift. You kind of just let it do its own thing. Sometimes you get in trouble and let it drift a little bit too far and it bites that wall.
If you got 20, 25 laps on it, you better back that turn up.
And it ain't got nothing to do with backing the turn up. It's just how much you force it in there.
That's what I'm saying, though. Back it up where you can go in it.
And we're looking right now at Andrew Mars. Well, never mind. No caution because they're off the track, but I just went to him. Andrew Mars in the grass along with looks like the 6 machine of Keith, and there's the caution, but they got side by side together. And, Keith caught the inside of Pitt. Don't know what triggered the caution. Don't know what triggered the caution because
you jinxed them.
They should. All right, Keith goes in.
I'm sure the leaders are going to go in.
Huh.
Be hard to make it, but you can make it from here out.
You know what would have actually triggered that caution because they got off the track in time. And then the caution came out. Let's go back and watch. Hey, you see the one car, Keith, he actually did the right thing there. He actually...
There they go.
Actually went, watch Andrew Mars here for a second. Andrew Mars is going. Keith went back to the thing. Andrew Mars is going through the grass. Should not have brought a caution out unless he actually spun.
They didn't come back out on the track, did they?
Back to the what's-called. I don't know why that would have triggered a caution because it originally didn't trigger caution. Race control? Oh, okay. Well, that would make sense then, but I don't know why we needed a caution, but okay. Oh, alright, well, I didn't know admins could pull cautions, but okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we didn't need it, so, but on them.
I bunched everybody back up.
Yeah. Well, they were off the surface of the raceway, but either way. Anyway, we're under caution. Frank DiMaggio out front. Matthew Chastain sitting in second. Gonna bunch everybody back up, like you said, and the only thing I say is cautions usually breed cautions when we were split up like that, so,
It does, though, Joe. Cautions do breed cautions.
Yeah, I kind of would have just since they got off the track like they did, and actually one of them went into the towed to the pits, and the other one was way off, I would have probably just let that one go, because now we're going to bunch them up, and, oh, going to be interesting.
We're going to have some wrecked cars out there.
Well, let's hope not. Let's hope everybody gets off clean, and, you know, and we go. But, you know, the bad thing is we're getting with 46 laps to go. You know what they always say, we're getting close down, and those tempers start to get a little bit high.
Friendship goes out the window in a little bit.
Yeah, I always say that, man, about like last lap. Forget about it. I'm wrecking Grandma to win.
Last lap?
Yeah, I'm
Try
wrecking Grandma.
10.
I might not wreck her at 10. I do it at last lap. You can have 10. I'm gonna take last lap.
Lord have mercy. Mind me not run around you.
Last lap is fair game. Oh, I'll put you in the wall too.
Oh, you will you?
I ain't stutter. I ain't stutter.
I tell you what, let's go to Indianapolis with the Indy cars and see who beats who.
Sure. Sounds like a challenge.
That is a challenge.
You want to go to Indy cars?
In Indianapolis.
In Indianapolis. Me and you.
That's right.
Folks, I better get it up because we're going to stream this one. Me and
That's
Tim.
what I'm saying.
I done beat one person when it got in the booth and challenged me once. Yeah.
Wait a minute, Turkey. Wait a minute. Now, we're going to have laps in there where we can catch up with one another, you know?
What?
Yeah.
What
50
for?
laps. 50 laps.
What do you mean laps where you can catch up with one or another? What, you want to rig it to the word, man? If I'm blowing your tire off?
No, Turkey. I'm talking about we're going to have enough laps in there where we can stay up with one another.
Oh, see, man.
You know what I'm talking about.
You don't have no 20-lap shootout?
Oh, 50.
Why 50? You don't like 20-lap shootout?
I like 50. That way you know who's going to win.
What do you mean you know who's going to win?
Well, the tires are going to be worn, and you have to
20
slow
laps
down.
ain't going to be worn. Ain't going to be worn at 22 also, man.
I like 50.
You're going to have to make a pit stop at 50 laps. So that defeats your purpose. I'm going to make a pit stop. I'm going to short pitch you. I'm going to put newer tires and go blow them right by you. You follow me? Well, I mean, then it comes down to pit strategy. So either way, yeah.
Well, we get 25 laps on our tire and pull a caution out. That way we know what's going to happen.
Rig the whole outcome. We're getting set to go back green flag. Getting set to go green flag racing here. Back at Auto Club here for the Slide Jawb Xfinity Series. Frank DiMaggio. Let's hopefully everything goes. Pace cars in. Green flag flies. We are back at it again here. Everybody looks like they got all pretty clean. A little rustling going on in the back there.
Matthew Chastain is right back there in the front.
Yeah.
Oh.
Actually, Frank.
No, I'm talking about Matthew.
Yeah, but Frank, he's taking up the lead.
Yeah, he shut the door on Andrew Morass.
Andrew Morass right there sitting in third. William, he's up in the high side, so they're going to duke it out door to door, side by side down the straight. And they go a little fender touching. They go door to door trading paint.
Woo! He didn't like that 18 of William getting up there beside him, did he?
Boy, and he just took the fender to the side of him and crunched up that 18 just a little bit. Here comes the 5 machine of Matthew. And this is what I'm saying. You've got these guys bunched up now together. And boy, now it's just, hey, new life, new hope. Now it's going to be all aggressive up front.
Yeah, boy.
You've got the Matthew right there, the number 5 machine. He's up
William.
underneath William, looking like he's pretty good so far. As they'll go down the bad stretch here, the 5 of Matthew, he's going to take that spot away.
He did, didn't he?
Absolutely did. As Frank's still leading, but I'm watching this good battle going on here. Actually, the 22 there, he's up underneath him.
Yeah. Kevin McIntyre is right there, ain't he?
Yes, he is. The 22. Kevin McIntyre looking pretty good so far. Bryson Clark, he's in the mix there. Also, Matthew Johnson. So a very good head of steam of machines right here amongst each other.
Matthew Chastain just took the lead back.
Matthew Chastain taking the lead, the battle back here. I think Frank Mann will eventually get back up there. It's just all he just said, look, I'll let you go up there and wear your tires out for right now.
He's following him.
The battle back here, though, is back here into the 6th or 7th place spot. Matthew Johnson, Kevin McIntyre, and William, they're all fanned out trying to just see who can get what.
Good Lord. That is a hornet nest right there.
Yeah, good solid battle going on here. The 18 machine sitting in the 6th place spot. 22's right there. Bryson Clark. Is that 18? Well, he is smashed up on the right and left. But he's hanging strong.
Yeah, that 24, Zach, is down under Bryson.
Absolutely.
He's going to take that away from him.
Yeah, Zach's on the inside.
2 went high.
Caden right now, he's hanging on to the 10th place spot. He's just going to go single file. So everybody right now is kind of got single file. Still doesn't mean a lot because they're all right there still kind of nose to tail. Any one little move or bobble and well, they definitely can pounce on each other. And still, here's another question. With 40 to go, we seen last time, we seen them go about, well, I'm going to say 36 to 38 laps. Still don't think they're going to be able to make it the entire way.
One of them had 38 laps on it a while ago.
Yeah, but he would have to go a solid 50 laps. And boy, right there, the 18 pops outside wall. Had to stay up there a little bit. Wow.
That cost him.
So far, so good, man. Here we go. Right now, you've got the 22 machine. That's Kevin McIntyre. He's up to 5th. Let's just check up front right fast. Matthew Chastain still leading it. Frank DiMaggio there in 2nd. Andrew Mraz hanging on to 3rd. Matthew Bashada, well, he's been back in the back of the pack, and he's been up front. Now he's back up front in 4th. Kevin McIntyre 5th. Yellow flag. As the 18 spins it around. I tell you what, he was having a hard time hanging on to that machine. It was all over the place. Let's watch the replay here. See exactly what happened to him. I don't know if he got a little help from Darren Clemens right there. And the 88 machine, nowhere to go. Jeffrey Cox destroyed the front of that car.
Oh, Lord. Jeffrey was running hard, too.
Man, puts us under caution. Now, here's the thing. Here's where you jump in, you get your 4 tires and fuel. Now you can go the whole entire way.
Yeah, get out there and run what you brung.
That's right. No doubt about it. Hope you brought enough. Well, let me hear down in the chat, folks. Y'all want to hear a Broadcasters Challenge race between me and Tim? Let us know, man, what y'all think about that. He says he can beat me in the Indy car. He wants 50 laps. I think 50 laps is a little much because then it comes down to a pit stop strategy. I think maybe 20, 25 laps because the tires will start wearing out then. That's a pretty good thing, but you know what y'all think out in the chat. What y'all think? Yeah, good thing to do.
I say 25. That's what you gonna do.
This probably would. Yeah, that's going to give a good balance between tire wear running out. You're not going to get out there for 10 laps, and you wouldn't want to get out there and run that thing to death for 10 laps. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah, I kind of saw a little bit with the 18. He was having a lot of trouble there, William was, with that machine, so wow.
Whoa.
Looks like Frank DiMaggio going to win the battle off pit road. Andrew Mraz, and I tell you, Matthew Chastain, not the pit stop that he wanted, lost a lot of time on pit road. He dropped back to 4th.
He did take about, what, 16 seconds, I mean?
Yeah. Well, I got to ask, why would you want to pick the Indy car, by the way? I mean,
Why?
because here's the thing, Tim, and it's no offense, but that's probably one of the most twitchiest, reflex-oriented cars to drive.
I love them.
Well, I love all the cars too, but there's some that I just don't like driving. But I'm just saying,
backing out of the challenge?
I ain't backing out of nothing. But I'm just, I'm trying to look at, when I say reflex oriented, that means that car turns on a dime.
That's where you gotta drive it white knuckles.
You hit the wall in 5 laps, you lose.
Hey, you can run 215 mile an hour around through there with them Indy cars, and it won't hurt nothing.
Unless you hit the wall.
But yeah.
I mean, then it's gonna hurt everything.
You get scattered out, we could go inside though.
Inside where?
That Indy car a whole better than a Cup car.
Sure will. That's what I said, but it also is also very, very twitchy, reflex oriented.
Loosen it up.
So is your reflex up to it?
Loosen it up.
You loosen it up. You can't loosen up. It's a fixed setup.
I know that. You can loosen your steering up.
When you want to do this?
If you don't want to do it, that's all right.
When you want to do it?
Tonight.
You gonna pay for the hosted server?
I forgot about that.
I mean, it's like 50 cents.
So what are you griping about?
I ain't like a lie. I ain't like a lie. I mean, it ain't like it's dying, but either way, yeah. Well, I tell you what, let's get back on the race here because, you're right there, Types. Number 5, he's definitely got a shot. Matthew Pashada, who was right there in 3rd place. He definitely could be pretty good. The 22 there, Kevin McIntyre, you're right. There's another one. I mean, it's not out of the grasp of anybody here tonight. Frank DiMaggio's there. Andrew Mraz, Matthew Chastain, Matthew Pashada, yeah.
Andrew Mraz on the bottom line.
Can you show me the front of the 5? The front. Hang on, let's see if I can get you a better shot. Hang on. How's that? That worked for you there, Types? Duck Pond Racing. Actually a pretty good logo. It looks like a duck logo on the top hood. Looks like we're going to line them back up here, Tim, and go back green flag racing.
Yeah, we're getting ready to go for that shootout.
Well, we got 35 laps to go, so still a little bit of time here. You definitely still want to take care of your tires the best you can. Not quite time to maybe press the issue here, but definitely getting close.
Watch and see if they don't. Them guys right there were getting serious a while ago, Joe.
Well, they're trying to get all they can get, and they understand that before the tires get wore out here again, and they have to go single file. So we'll see what we got here. Here we go. Lights off on the pace car. We're going back green flag racing here tonight. Slide Jawb Xfinity Series. Auto Club pace cars in. Green flag's going to be back in the air as we go back green flag racing here. And that man, Frank DiMaggio, leads them off into the turn 1.
Yes, he does. And, ooh, look at that block that Andrew put on. Wow.
Number 12, Matthew Chastain. Remember, he messed up a little bit in the pit, had a bad pit stop, but he's going to second. He knows he can't let DiMaggio get too far up in the front. But Andrew Mraz has given everything he's got as they head off down the back stretch side by side. And like they said, the 5 of Matthew, he's going to follow in the tire tracks there of the other Matthew. So the Matthew crowd.
Yeah.
But Andrew Mraz is not so fast. He drove that thing into the turn number 3. He's got the high line and the momentum to come out of it right now as they come across the line. I just think it's all for nods. Matthew Chastain will eventually take that spot, but they're going to head into 1 side by side.
Yeah, Andrew Murad is keeping him pinned down too, Joe.
Not letting him get up too far up there, not letting him roll out of the turn, coming out of turns as they head into turn 2. He probably could have snuck his nose up there, and he did, down the back stretch, but here comes the 5. He's going to try it now. That's Matthew Pashada. He's going to see if he can't take that spot away.
He's in the tracks of William Matthew Chastain right there, so he may be able to do it.
Yep, crossover by Andrew. Andrew going to see if he can't quite get it done right now as Frank DiMaggio. He liked that a little bit right there, was able to him to get moved out just a little as he is still leading this one. Everybody kind of got fanned out single file. Like I said, still a little early maybe to try to press the issue. 32 laps to go in this one. You still got to be mindful of your tires and all.
Yeah, you do, and your fuel.
Yeah, fuel too. Yeah.
Guys, they got to save a little bit of fuel there on the end.
Yep. So everybody kind of single file up front. Frank out front in this one. Matthew Chastain there in second. Matthew Pashada sitting in third. Andrew Mraz up to fourth. Bryson Clark there in the fifth. You got Matthew Johnson sitting sixth. But you see Andrew Mraz is working over the back end there. Matthew Pashada as they come down the back stretch, heading off into 3.
He caught him, ain't he?
He's trying to work that back door of him just a little bit to see if he can't get it done, but you just see right now that 5 has got it. Andrew's not going to give up. It's just he can only just get that nose in there. He can't get the rest of it.
No, he ain't got that nose in there yet.
Not yet. Just needs, it's all about momentum here. Don't want to lose too much of it because he'll leave the door open for the 20 behind him there. Bryson Clark, who is just hanging around, just, kind of minding his own business right now.
Yeah, y'all go ahead and do what you're going to do. I'm going to go on.
yeah, I'm going to hang out here. Darren Clements back up to 9th. I'm going to tell you, he's had an up and down night. I mean, didn't even get a lap 1. Got caught up in a little incident. He's been way back in the back of the field, in the middle of it, back up front. Now he's back up to 9th right now.
He's doing a good job. He's coming back to the front.
Well, he's got that fighting spirit of that young lady on his hood of Brooklyn Hill, who we talked about a couple weeks ago, battling with cancer. So he has definitely got that kind of fighting spirit there in his machine and trying to get all he can here tonight as he's moving that number 9 machine to the front side. He's up to 9th, like we said. There's another guy, man, that's been up to the front, up and back a couple times. That would be that 45 Matthew Johnson and the 22 of Kevin McIntyre.
Yeah, they were up there earlier. They're coming back to the front. 24 is too.
Yes, he is.
There comes Darren Clement. He got another one.
Up to 8th right now.
Yeah, Matthew Chastain, he's working Frank DiMaggio over. I said Joe.
Yeah. Let's go up here and see what they got going on. It is 1.3 seconds. He's ran him down. We'll see what happens, and we've seen this early on. Matthew Chastain's able to run Frank down, usually maybe time to time been able to pass him, but as the run goes on, Frank's able to just reel him back in and go right by him.
Yeah, what Matthew's doing is he's wearing his tires out, Joe.
Over the course of a long run, yep.
Yeah.
Now, if it'd be me, I'd probably sit here, and I know my car's faster, which obviously he's not going to do that. It'd be me. I'd probably sit here, maybe ride right behind Frank, let my tires cool, and then go for it. But looks like he's going to try to see if he can't muscle his way around that number 42 machine.
He's trying his best, Joe. I tell you. He ain't got close enough to him yet.
Not close enough to make the pass. He looked to the inside there for one moment, thought better of it. Again, to me, just sit right there. He knows he's got a fast machine. He did, to me, pushing the issue at this moment. I mean, the other cars behind him are not catching, so it's not in really serious danger of trying to press the issue here. Maybe try to ride in the tire tracks there, Frank, for a while. See what happens.
I would. I'd let my tires cool. That's what I'd do.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. So here we go. Andrew Mraz hangs on the fourth. Matthew Pashot.
Strong.
And that's actually Matthew Johnson.
Yeah, Matthew Johnson is putting it on Bryson.
Good run so far between these guys. Yeah, that 45, he's right there on his back deck. He's going to look to the high side. Maybe if he can get alongside him, he might be able to get the momentum coming off the turn as they shoot off down the back stretch here. They'll go door to door.
I heard that.
Heading into 3 right there. Matthew is going to, he's in the preferred line going into 3 because he's definitely going to have that momentum coming off the turn. I think it's just going to be short work here as he comes down here to pass the line. He's on that high side there of the number 31, 20 of right there on his inside. And he makes that pass.
Yeah.
That's going to bring up Darren Clements right there into the mix, who is up to 7th.
Oh, Darren moving forward.
Looking good. He's looking maybe to clip off, maybe get the 6th place spot. So he's picking them off left and right, one by one. Oh, Zach back here in the 9th place spot. Now he's got Noah not on his back deck lid, but right there near him. If he made a mistake, he would probably feel the heat of him.
And him in that 8th pole.
Absolutely.
Calvin. Caden. Woo!
Run.
The bump there.
The 22 machine. Kevin McIntyre, who was up front a minute ago. You get back here.
Don't know, but he got bumped.
Go back here. Let's see what happened to him here. He's up. Oh, yeah, almost. 1 2 men went side by side. Watching a replay there. That's just typical pushing up in front of the guy.
They're trying every way in the world to get around him now.
Yeah. Trying every way to wreck.
Yeah. Running high, running low.
No doubt. Well, the 45, Matthew Johnson made it around the 20 machine. Now he's working on the back deck lid of the 5 of Matthews. He's on the outside. Matthews going to try to protect that lane. Can't get it done yet. They're running down, actually, Andrew Mraz.
Boy, they run him down quick.
Yes, they are. The 45.
Look how that thing pushed up the wall.
What it does in turn 4, the things just push heavily.
That's what's happened to him all night. He hit the wall 3 times tonight.
Who?
Andrew.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and that's just typical of what's happening. Matthews utilizing that high lane, and it's actually doing pretty good, and he's bringing Darren Clements along with him. Darren is battling it out, actually, for the 6th place spot. He wants it. In front of them, Matthew Johnson is trying to battle out there. He's trying to take the 4th place spot.
They racing like crazy right there behind Andrew Mraz, but they're not going backwards. They're coming forward.
Yeah, before it's over with, he's going to have about 5 machines there on his back deck lid. They ain't going to know what to do, but Andrew's trying to protect everything. He's seeing Matthew. Oh, that's not what he want to do. Almost got the nose clipped there. And actually, Matthew had to back it up, or he would have ran over Andrew Mraz. So a good job on his end. The only problem is Matthew Pashata right there almost sent him sailing on that move. But, man, I'm going to tell you what, Matthew Johnson on the move that allowed Darren Clements to get up there, too.
Yeah, Andrew just slammed the door on him just a few seconds ago.
Well, that was a good driving job there by Matthew Johnson, because he very well probably could have moved Andrew Mraz. As Mraz is, he understands he's quicker, but look at him. You know, and here's the thing. I don't really know the rule on block here. I guess you can do it anytime. My thing with blocking here, Tim, I've said it a million times. I'll say it again. If you block, go for it. That's fine. understand this, though. If the guy behind you turns you, hits you, or gets into you, well, then don't go crying home to mama because he wrecked you because you were out there blocking. I mean, understand that you know the consequences involved.
That's in every race, Joe. I mean, that was in our league all the way back. If you cause a wreck because you're blocking, so?
No, it wasn't. We got in trouble if you was the one blocking.
I know that. I'm talking about the one behind you. If he wrecked you.
Yeah, he was the one that got the EOL. What I'm saying is he shouldn't, because you're blocking. I mean, it is exactly like this. You understand the consequences from that guy behind you. Do not get up there. Do not try to slam the door. No, don't slam the wall either. And what happened right there, Andrew Mraz just hit the wall, tore up all his momentum. Wasn't nothing he can do at that point. Matthew Johnson just came barreling down and took the spot. But what I'm saying is understand this. If you block a guy and he gets in the back of you, I've heard it time and time again, and normally we deal with things talking about EOLs and stuff like that, the guy who gets into them and whatever. I just think you need to look at it. If a guy blocks, hey, great, and gets away with it, awesome. But if he does, understand that if the dude behind him has his nose there or actually gets in the back of you, I mean, there's a difference between a guy just running right through you. Obviously, you could tell that. But if he gets into you because of y'all blocking, well, I don't want to hear no whining.
That's right, and they do, though.
Well, they do, and they always will. Look at this battle going on here. The 20 machines trying to hang it out with old Darren right there. Darren's in the 5th place spot as everybody goes single file right now.
Boy, I'm telling you.
Matthew Johnson has turned the wick up in that 45. Might be all for naught, but it looks like Frank DiMaggio right now, though. Like I said, the later this run went, he definitely got out front there. Matthew Chastain just not been able to hang on to him. And I'm kind of looking at Matthew Johnson's last lap times. Not quite as fast as the leaders. He's not really too far off from them.
That's true. It's getting time to get down to the nitty-gritty, Joe.
Well, we're 15 to go in this one. It has been an outstanding race so far here at Auto Club Speedway for the Jawb Xfinity Series League. These guys have put on a good one. We had a few cautions here tonight, up and down, but we've had some very long, good green flag runs. And right now, man out front, Frank DiMaggio is leading it. Got that 42 looking good. He's got Matthew Chastain there in second. He's up there on that number 12 machine. And Matthew Johnson just kind of turns the wick up. He's up to third.
Matthew's pulling it on up there, ain't he?
Well, he's come out of nowhere here. He got around Andrew Mraz there. As Andrew is just, he's trying to fight to hang on to that car, maybe a top 5. And I got to give a shout out to Darren Clemens. He got caught up in the first lap incident here. He definitely he got a little damage on the side of the car. Not too bad, but he's been way back in the back of the pack. He's come to the middle. He has not quit fighting the whole entire race, and it's put him up in 5th so far.
Darren, the hard racer, we watched him, Joe, come from the back, even after he was involved in the accident.
That's what I'm saying. He's been in the back, he's came to the front, and he's definitely been pretty darn good all night long. And he's got a top 5 right now. As long as he can hang it together, he might could get a top 4 if he can find a way around Andrew Mraz. He's going to look to the inside. He'll go door to door with him. Let's see if it sticks in the turn.
Sure it is.
Got the pass made, but might be a crossover. Nope. Andrew's not going to be able to get there. They might go door to door. Oh, slid up the track. That thing got awful tight right there. Now that's what I'm saying. He does that too many times. That's going to open the door up for the 5 machine there, Matthew Pashada.
Yeah, I seen he went up high.
Yeah, the car just pushed up when he went into it, and that's just overdriving going in. He made the pass there, but I think, like I say, it just made it when he drove in a little bit too hard. Andrew crossed him back over. Bryson Clark, he made the pass back up the fifth. So either way, Darren's still right there in sixth place spot.
He's looking good right there too.
Good run for him tonight so far. A lot of these guys actually looking outstanding here. As Frank DiMaggio is the main man right now. Look at this, number 45, Matthew Johnson is up here, and actually I think they used the lap car Andrew Mraz might have.
That lap car slowing down.
Yeah, let me go back here and watch, because I'm pretty sure the lap car actually slowed up Brian Johnson because he didn't hit the wall or anything. Andrew Mraz just was coming in a hurry. He dove down the inside. I don't know what happened to Matthew right there. He kind of just rolled up just a little bit.
They did.
Yeah.
He got a hungry guy right there behind him, Joe.
Well, these two guys are going to duke it out here. It's going to be for the third place. Andrew Mraz has got it. Matthew Johnson wants it back in that 42. Do I do sprint cars? Well, I don't race them. I don't drive them. But I definitely will broadcast them. I have broadcast them.
Yeah.
Matthew Johnson right here sitting in fourth. Andrew Mraz is hanging on the third. Frank DiMaggio's up in the first. Matthew Chastain hangs on the second. Laps are winding down. We got 9 to go in this one.
It's fixing to get hairy now, buddy.
Been pretty exciting so far. As Frank right now, all for knots, walking away from Matthew up front. So I'm watching this battle between Andrew Mraz and Matthew Johnson, and these two, I got a feeling it's not going to be over with between these two before the end of this race here.
No, we got Matthew Johnson wanting that second place.
And it looks like he's going to get it for the time being, as Andrew Mraz again drives that thing up into the wall. That leaves the door open for Bryson Clark, who takes over fourth place spot.
He keeps on hitting that wall. He ain't gonna have no fender.
Absolutely. Yeah, Chemo. Yeah, SRA. We got dirt track racing coming on Thursday. That's right. I'll tell you what, man. Right now, Andrew Mraz ain't gonna have a right side left on the car. It's gonna be all sitting up on the wall before it's over with. I think that pretty much did him in right there for him trying to get back up out of third. That bump right there kind of set him back, as we got 8 laps to go in this one. Everybody's kind of just fanned out a little bit here, especially between those 3 machines.
Yeah, he's losing the draft too, Joe. They're moving around, make sure he loses the draft.
They'll always have to say it. Last lap puts an end to it, usually with 5 to go. If a caution comes out, that normally puts an end to it. Bryson Clark says, I want the third place spot. He's going to try to battle with Matthew. Now, that's the one thing Andrew would love to see. Those two guys get up there side by side and duke it out.
Yeah, that would make it easier for him to come on up there, wouldn't it?
I'll tell you what, Andrew Mraz, though, I think all for naught has tore those tires up. He just came into the turn, and that thing got very, very sideways on him, just like that right there. Darren Clemens just shot right around him and took the spot to 5th.
Yeah, he did. I seen Andrew got up there again.
No doubt about it, yeah. Andrew right now, yeah, those tires are pretty much just dying on him right now. He's back into 6th and backing it up so far. Let's see if Bryson, though, is going to be able to get... Well, nope, he has actually lost the back end of Matthew. Well, everybody's really single file up front.
A few more laps to go. 5 more laps.
Yep, when they cross this time by, it will be as a good one here so far. A couple cars officially out of it. Andrew Mars, Gavin Martin, Derek Newsom, Jess Baker, and Greg Freeman all out of the race here tonight.
Looks like Frank DiMaggio is going to put his first win on the board, Joe.
If he keeps up what he's doing right now, but I tell you what, Bryson Clark ran down Matthew Johnson and has taken the third place spot away from him. So we'll see if Matthew can maybe cross him over and get that spot back.
I don't think so. He's too far away from him.
That car leaned back. What race are you watching?
I'm watching the same one.
I hope so, because what I see is Matthew Johnson, man, can put the front end of that car in his trunk.
Oh, I thought you said Matthew Chastain.
No, yeah, he's too far. He's 1 second back from old Frank. No, Matthew Johnson and Bryson Clark, tooth and nail battling it out. That's what they're doing. They're digging for it right now.
Oh, I see it now.
And they're going to use this lap car to his advantage, I think. And he had to get out of it just a little bit there before they went into it. That actually gave the advantage to Bryson going into the turn. Matthew, nothing really he could do, and up into the wall. He drove that thing into the turn.
Yes, he did.
That's
Wow.
going to bring Darren Clemens back into the mix along with Andrew Mraz.
It is on him. Darren Clemens is going to pass, and Andrew is too.
Darren right there, loose on the bottom. I tell you what, that's just a typical style track. You get too low, get loose. You saw that back in. Andrew Mraz wiggle. All three of these cars, keep your eye on it, because I don't think we're done yet with 3 to go.
No, we ain't done yet. They figure to start racing now.
Start racing. They've been racing the whole entire time. These guys have not let up on each other. It's been a good one from about 20 on in here. Andrew Mraz is sitting 5th. He's trying to work over Darren Clemens. And I wouldn't even say that Bryson's sitting in a safe spot in 3rd place. He's out there. Those guys could run him down too.
It'll help.
As right now you see Matthew Johnson drove it inside. Crossover by Andrew out of the turn. Could not get it completed as Bryson takes over. Matthew takes over the 5th place spot.
He had to drop back, didn't he?
Had to. The car would have pushed too much up into the turn right there if it had kept pushing. But Darren Clemens and Ford, white flag out one more time around Auto Club Speedway for the man Frank DiMaggio. Let's keep an eye on what this race is back here, because it looks like Matthew Chastain's going to hang on to that spot.
It looks like it, Joe.
As we come out of turn number 4 for the final time for this man, Frank DiMaggio is going to put it in the victory lane here for the Slide Jawb Xfinity Series here tonight at Auto Club. Matthew Chastain there in 2nd. Bryson Clark's up to 3rd. Darren Clemens will hang on to 4th. Matthew Johnson, he's going to hold it up there in the top 5 position. What a run for these guys here tonight.
Well, they had a great one, Joe.
Loved every minute of the race here. It was a fantastic run for all these guys.
You finished under the green.
Yes, we did.
Sure
Not
did.
bad. Not bad. Not bad.
Way
at
to,
all.
way to go there, Frank.
Old Frank. Frank putting it up in there.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if we can get a few of these guys up here and get a word with them.
Darren Clemens. No, Bryson Clark.
Bryson Clark. Way down here at the bottom. And we're looking for Frank. Say that that's him right there, DiMaggio. Okay. Let me bring up this man right here, Bryson Clark. Let's get a word in with him.
Bryson Clark is Tim Matt Bray in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Boy, that was something right there at the end, wasn't it, buddy?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of good green flag runs there, so luckily I came from the back and was able to do something with it.
Everybody kept the cool right there at the end. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for that. It seemed like some of the guys were a little short on fuel, so I was somehow in the good on that one. So a little tired from running a endurance race earlier today, but came out here and luckily got third. So
Well, that's pretty good there. I'll tell you what, that's better than being way back in the back, ain't it?
yeah, especially at the start. I didn't have much practice time on here, so I had pretty bad qualifying times. So luckily I was able to figure it out during the race and got fortunate on some pit road incidents and got that. So it was good.
Congratulations there, Bryson. You got anybody you don't find?
Yeah, I want to thank NFR for letting me race with them. I want to thank you guys for doing a broadcast. You guys do great on broadcasting, and then all the admins in the league. They do a great job of doing that, being admins, and all the slide jump people do really well, especially on a track like this where we can kind of run. So it makes a lot of fun.
All right, buddy. Maybe we get to talk to you next week.
Yeah, hopefully.
10-4. You have a good one.
You too.
Third place man, Bryson Clark right there, and a wild one here to finish to this one. Well, let's bring up this guy right here, Matthew Chastain, second place man. Let's get a word with him.
Matthew Chastain, you got a copy of Tim Matbury in the booth?
Yes, sir, I do.
Oh, man. That was a heck of a show y'all put on out there, man.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about that, Frank DiMaggio? He was hammering, wasn't he?
Yes, sir. I believe me and him had the best car tonight. I knew I had to beat him out. Put myself in bad position on that bad pit stop, and then me and him racing together got into the wall a little bit. Gave him about half a second if we could never make it up, but he had a lot better long run car. I felt like I had a better short run car, so yeah, I believe it was just going to work out how, the yellow flags worked out. He had a caution at the end. I believe I would have won, but didn't get it, so he had the better long run car. He got it.
Yeah, we had 36 laps on them tires there. They were getting pretty slick, wasn't they?
Actually, it wasn't slick at all. After about 20 laps or so, my car was really tight, pushing up real bad. I was trying to go into the corners pretty easy, get the run off, but he was killing it through 1 and 2.
I heard that. Congratulations there, Matthew, on that second place win there, buddy. You got anybody you don't think?
Yeah, I would like to thank you for picking me to win last week. Seemed like it worked out very well. I want to thank you guys for the broadcast, all my FSR guys, everybody that puts this show on for everybody to watch. I think that's about it.
I appreciate you too, my friend. Maybe we can talk to you again next week.
Yes, sir. I'll be fighting to get up there. It's gonna be a show. Y'all got to tune in and watch. We're at Martinsville.
That's for sure. Martinsville's gonna be a trip. We'll see you next week, buddy.
Alrighty.
Short track racing, like I said, right there, second place man, Matthew Chastain. Well, this guy right here, Frank DiMaggio, he had the field set and cleared here tonight. Frank, did you wait in the booth? Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, on that last run right there on the restart, you saw the man coming up there, Matthew. Did you think he was going to be able to pull around you, or you had the car to hold him off?
I knew that if he got by me early in the run, it was going to be really tough to get around him, so just tried to hit my marks, a bit smooth and straight coming out of the corners and save my tires, and luckily we were able to hold him off on the long run and get the win.
No doubt about it. We definitely was able to hold him off there. You had a very fast car. Earlier on, he was able to run you down and get by you. Did you learn anything maybe from that?
I was just trying to watch his line a little bit, try to go to school, I guess. I mean, if he's faster than me, he's doing something better than I am. So, luckily we got some long green runs, and that really suits my driving style. So, with that long run, we was able to get back around him and hold him off from there.
No doubt about it. You definitely did, because you won it here tonight at Auto Club Speedway for the Slide Jawb Xfinity Series League. Anybody you want to thank?
I just want to thank everybody watching out there, everybody that's an admin in the league, putting everything together every week. It's not cheap, and it's a lot of fun. So special thanks to all my buddies from all my other leagues watching, and ready for next week.
No doubt. Short track racing there again. Congratulations, Frank.
All right, thank you.
Right there you go. Let's see if we can get our unofficial results orders here tonight as Frank DiMaggio puts it in victory lane. Matthew Chastain there in second. Bryson Clark up to third. Darren Clements there in fourth. Matthew Johnson fifth. Matthew Pichota ends up in sixth. Kevin McIntyre seventh. Noah up to eighth. Zach up to ninth. And Andrew Mraz rounds out the top 10s. Look to the rest of it here. Man, it was exciting here at Alder Club. What do you think there, Tim?
Oh, it's been an exciting race here, Joe. I'll tell you what, the fans out there, they love it. I love it. I had fun. You had fun. Man, I'll tell you what, this was a heck of a race.
Yeah, no doubt about it. My sentiments exactly right there. As we're going to leave here from the Alder Club Speedway here tonight for the Slide Jawb Xfinity Series League. It was a good one here for myself, Joe White, and Tim up there. Everyone, have a good night.
Good night from Auto Club, everybody. We'll see y'all next week in Martinsville.